ready.
Hello, my name is Christian Prather. I would like to introduce myself to the class and share with you 3 aspects of my life that I feel will adequately paint a picture of who I am. First, we'll discuss my love for basketball. Second, I will explain my passion for fitness. And third, I will go over my background in music. All these aspects play a very vital role in who I am as an individual. My hope is that through this speech, I will build closer to my classmates and my professor. Growing up in Texas, there's a lot of pressure to play football, as football is a major part of Texan culture. However, at just 2 years of age, my passions quickly fell upon the game of basketball. Basketball has been and always will be my favorite sport and hobby. The first sign of this was when I was just 2 years old and my mother walked into the kitchen at our house to see me dribbling 2 basketballs at once. For those of you who don't know, the ability to dribble 2 basketballs at once is a feat that most middle school basketball players often struggle with. As the years went by, I played in multiple church and city leagues, and eventually I was able to go on to play for my middle school and my high school. In fact, because I went to a small private school for middle school, when I was in 8th grade, I was offered the opportunity to play at the varsity level instead of finishing my last year of middle school basketball. I graciously accepted and went on to play 5 years of varsity at the point guard position. One major part of basketball and how it affected my life was my AAU basketball team, the San Antonio Rohawks. Through the Rohawks, I was able to refine and improve all of my skills, and in the end, I became a much better player than I ever would have been otherwise. By my junior year, we were ranked in the top 20 rankings nationally, and we received a lot of national recognition. Such recognition includes magazine interviews, website interviews, college offers, and most importantly, I was issued an invitation to the National 3-Point Contest, which consists of the nation's top 100 3-point shooters, and of these 100, I placed 3rd. I played on the Rohawks all of high school. I played with players that went on to play at every level of collegiate basketball, and more recently, several of them have moved on to the NBA. And I also know that more will follow next year. Basketball has also affected my employment. For 6 years, I was a demonstrator coach for the Donity Basketball Camps Association, and just this past year, I was hired as a skills and development coach for an 8th grade select elite basketball team. Basketball has always been a major way of how I've stayed in good shape throughout my life. However, it is not the only way. My passion for fitness continues today and plays a dynamic role in my lifestyle. Fitness is more to me than just a hobby for 2 reasons. First is medical. The men in the Prather family have a very long history of having severe heart issues. In fact, every male in my family has had at least 1 heart attack by the time they turn 40. My father is the first man to break that pattern. He's now 51 and has had 0 heart issues, at least major heart issues. As impressive as that is, that's also not easy. My father's example has taught me that I must have a healthy lifestyle in order to stay out of the hospital. I myself have had a few heart issues, but nothing major, and these occurrences have only fueled my desire for staying in shape and staying in good health. Now, beyond the medical reasons for staying in shape, I also just love working out and keeping myself healthy. I've grown to love activities such as weightlifting, recreational sports of all kinds, running, and keeping a healthy diet. In fact, just this past week, I started a new diet and workout regimen that will hopefully result in me losing 15 pounds by Christmas time. While fitness and sports have played a huge role in my life, I've also discovered that music is another area that I can connect with. For 7 years now, I've been writing and playing my own music. My main focus is songwriting and playing the acoustic guitar. However, I also play the saxophone and drums and various other instruments. Through music, I was able to make many friends and even more memories. Throughout high school, I played guitar and drums in many different bands, and the main project I worked on was with a friend of mine who was signed by Interscope Records as a recording and performance artist for the singer Alyssa Bernal. Through this project, I was able to play many concerts in San Antonio and in the greater San Antonio area. Today, music is nothing more than just a personal hobby. I have not played any concerts or in any bands since high school. However, I have developed a love for recording in my spare time. All the aspects that I've shared with you today only divulge a small fraction of who I am as an individual. However, I hope I was able to paint for you a very clear picture. I hope that these things that I've given you insight to in my life will allow us to grow together closer as we press on toward the end of the semester. Thank you. Any questions?
Yeah. All right. So what got you interested in basketball?
What got me interested in basketball was when I was very, very young, Michael Jordan was still playing, was at his prime, and my father would always show me the Bulls games whenever they came on TV. And that was what got me just loving basketball.
6 championship rings.
6 championship rings. Yes, sir.
Who's your all-time favorite player and why?
All-time favorite player.
Don't say Kobe.
All-time favorite player, I'm going to have to run with Michael Jordan again, because as impressive as players like LeBron James and Kobe Bryant are, neither of them and no one else in the league since him has been able to be the leader he was for his team in general. So that would be why. Thank you very much.